Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing a little bit of a maintenance day today. We got our oil drain catcher, our good old catchable edge oil. This is just the stuff I pretty much always have used with all my Beamers now. It's just 5W40, you know, European formula. So throw that in. Got just an STP oil filter, and then obviously just our tools right there, the other camera, and the, you know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna be doing the oil on the Z3 today. Never changed it since I've got the car, and it was supposedly done a few months ago, but we drove it, you know, 12 hours home, which is give or take 800, 900 miles, and then we drove it on Thanksgiving weekend, probably about another 3. So I just want to, you know, put the oil that I know is good in there, and just gives me some peace of mind that it's got enough oil, you know, because now I know exactly how much, because I'm putting it in instead of just kind of guessing. And maybe it'll be a little bit thicker of an oil. I mean, I'm not sure what oil the previous owner put in, so it's just kind of for peace of mind. But I always like to do it with my cars when I once I have them, and once I just bought them, I always like to do a little bit of a fluid change, at least do the oil. But we ended up purchasing a little oil filter cap off of Amazon, or an oil filter socket, so that'll make this a lot easier than trying to do it with some channel locks or some pliers or some stupid shit. So yeah, we got the car over there up on some ramps, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So I let the car warm up for a little bit, just get the oil flowing, a little bit looser. But now that that's warm, we got it up on the ramps. We're just gonna take the oil cap off, let that you know, circulate the system. I do want to make sure this oil filter socket fits before we start doing anything else, but money. Sweet, so that'll make it a lot easier. I know you can get bigger ones that'll fit over the top like this, but this is just nice and easy. Little 3/8 drive, just goes over the top, and then be super easy to throw that, you know, and just use that instead of trying. I know on my old E36 I'd get like some channel locks and just kind of pull it off, and it would mangle this shit up. But you know, that's the high school kind of stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and put the drain under there, and then just pull that plug out, drain all the oil, and then pull the filter off, take that filter out, lube the new one up, put it in, and then obviously refill it and everything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get underneath it now. Hopefully you can see it, but we got that plug right there. Go ahead and throw our drain underneath, and then we'll get a socket and hit that off. I believe it's a 17, so I'm gonna start with that and see if that works for us. Yep. Money. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just loosen it up. Damn. Should have a little bit of tightness to her, but I'm actually gonna get a glove real quick before I do this. All right, got our glove out the truck. We're gonna go ahead and get back under there and undo that nut or that bolt. All right, position that over there a little bit. Try and get this fucker out without spilling a shit ton of oil. Well, on my hand at least. Feels pretty loosey-goosey now. And there we go. Got that oil draining out now. I'll put a light on it and see, oh goddamn, that thing. She's breathing. But I don't see any specks or anything. I'm glad I'm doing it though. It is pretty dirty. But yeah, I mean, when we put the light on it, there's really no specks. Nothing crazy, so I'm happy about that. But go ahead and let that sit. And yeah, just let it drain out. So I don't know if you can tell, it might be kind of hard, but now that we're under here, I can see that got quite a bit of oil seepage right there. And right there. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but this is obviously oil pan gasket. And then back there, where it connects to the trans, it looks like there's a leak too, so that could potentially be oil pan gasket or rear main, I'm assuming. But it is what it is. I mean, there's no like solid drips, but obviously you can see the seepage. It's just old Beamer stuff. I mean, I'll keep it in mind, but realistically to get to that, we'd have to drop the subframe and all this shit. So that's definitely gonna be a future me problem, but it's always good to look underneath and check all your stuff, since you're down here. All right, well, the oil filter came with two different applications for just the rubber ring and the copper crush washer that goes on the bottom. So you didn't need that one, obviously. That's for a Volvo application. This one's for BMWs. So we'll tighten that up using this crush washer. So once it stops, we'll pull this out, go underneath there, you know what I mean? Tighten it down all nice and good. Then we'll come back up and then finish it off. Still coming out a little bit, but I mean, that's pretty much good enough for me. So we're gonna go ahead and throw that back in. I see the old washer fell down right there, so that's good. We'll try and figure out where that bullet is. Go ahead, put our washer on it. Nice, and then start threading it back in there. There we go. Start getting that threaded back in. It's already getting tight, which is interesting, but yeah. Put this bad girl on it. And just start tightening it down. I'm sure there's a torque for it, but just give it a nice little ooga on there, and it's nice and tight now. So go ahead, get a rag, clean that oil up a little bit right there, and then move on to the top. now that we got that tightened down there, I pulled this out. We're gonna go ahead and get the oil filter housing off, or the oil filter housing cap off. Probably should have grabbed an extension, but whatever. Go ahead and grab an extension real quick. Alright, so I threw the extension on. Now we're gonna pull this shit off. Nice. It's much easier than doing it the way I used to in high school with the fucking channel locks. Got the oil filter out. Alright, I actually ended up going back under, loosening it back up so that we could drain the rest of the oil that was in here. So just get that all nice and fresh. But now we're gonna go ahead and deal with the oil filter. So we got our new one in here. Go ahead and pull this one out. And just put it back in the box from the new one. Slap that in there, all good. And then we also have to swap this O-ring from right there. So just pry this out. Got our new one right here. Go ahead and wipe my hands off. Take some new oil and just go around and just kind of put a light film of oil on it. We'll go ahead and then try and get this on all the way around. Cool. And just pull it down till it sits in that groove. There we go. Now we got the new oil filter in the housing all set up. And I don't know if you're supposed to, but I always just like to throw a little bit of oil in the where the oil filter is going to go. I don't know if it really helps anything because it still just kind of flows to the bottom, but at least that kind of lubes up the wall of it a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and put this in. Slide that in there and yep, start threading it on. And again, I'm sure there is a torque for that. I bet it says it right on the top, but just we're just gonna go ahead and give it a nice snug fit. And that's gonna be it right there. So now all I got left is just to fill it up with oil. Yep, that'll put us at 6. We'll have to do a little less than 12 quarts. Alrighty, so we got all the tools and everything put back in, and pretty much wrapped up now. So check the oil level, it's all good. We're gonna go ahead and close the hood, start it up, and take it for a drive real quick. Sweet. Alrighty, well, yeah, I definitely think the oil change made it a little bit quieter, but again, it is already a little bit warm, so that could be part of it as well. We need to get gas, so that's also why we're kind of taking it for a ride. But hey, I mean, still, it's an excuse to get it out on the road, so you know. Always a good time to drive, no matter what the excuse is. But yeah, let's just go ahead and see what it feels like. Oh man, it's been a minute since I've been driving this car. It's been cold as shit lately, so I've been driving the truck for the most part, just because I can auto start it and get everything heated up before I gotta go to work and stuff like that. And you know, it's just more convenient. But I've been meaning to do the oil change on this since we got back from our little Thanksgiving trip that we took, and just haven't been driving as much because I wanted to get that oil change done first. But now that we got that done, I'm probably gonna be driving it a little bit more. It just depends on what the weather's doing, because you know, lately it's been cold enough that even in the mornings and stuff, it'll freeze. You know, the windows will get all frosted up and everything, and you have to sit out there and defrost it. And when I'm running late for work, I just don't really want to be having to take more time to sit in and defrost everything and sit there and wait, when I can just auto start the truck and, you know, do whatever else I need to do without potentially, you know, having it stolen or whatever if I just went, started this real quick and ran back inside. So forgot how much of the drivetrain you can hear in this thing when you're shifting through the gears and whatnot. Luckily, the gas station's pretty close, but I forgot how much of a little rocket ship this thing is, and I only haven't driven it for like a week, so. But yeah, what a fun little car. I just got done getting gas, and yeah, we'll head home, or maybe go for a longer drive. I don't know yet. Haven't quite decided. I do need to check my tire pressures though, just to make sure they haven't gone down like considerably, because all my truck's tires were low, and it ended up shooting me a low tire pressure light on, and it was just because it's been so fucking cold lately. So I'll probably do that off camera, just because it's not, you know, anything super exciting. Well, guys, we made it back home. Got all gassed up, as you saw. Took it for a little drive, but yeah, oil change was a success, so happy there. But I know it's not anything super fun or you know, crazy wild or anything for this video, but I just wanted to put out, you know, something different, use a GoPro some more, and just always good to do an oil change. It's good good preventative maintenance, keep your engine all nice and lubricated. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed, but thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.